you want to try a spicy and herbaceous tequila cocktail? Keep watching on Let's Talk Drinks. Hi guys, so today I'm going to make a twist on a margarita, or it's actually a twist on a Tommy's margarita. This is created by Chris Ojeda. Chris created this cocktail at Soho House in West Hollywood, and believe it or not, it is now one of the biggest selling cocktails at the Soho houses around the world. It's easy to make, and it's one of those cocktails that on a menu either people are going to love it or hate it for two reasons. Number one, it has chili in it, and number two, it's got coriander, or as some places call it, cilantro. Cilantro is just one of those flavors that apparently there's some gene that for some people when they try it, it tastes like soap. However, chili and coriander for me is my favorite flavor combination. That's why I eat so many of those Vietnamese pork rolls, because they're delicious. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare my glassware so I don't forget. And I'm just going to salt the rim, and I'm going to use a piece of lime. Really simple to do this. I'm sure you've all done this before. I'm going to do half a salt rim. I normally do only half a salt rim for customers because some people do like salt and some don't. And all I'm doing is just dipping it into my salt, just like that. Next up, I'm going to get some red chili or pepper. He used red jalapeno in his. I'm going to use just a normal red chili here though. This one's got a little bit of heat in it too. I'm only going to put 2 pieces into my glass. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slightly muddle it, okay? I don't want to go too crazy because it's just one of those things. Sometimes we don't know how hot the chili is, so you've got to really be careful with this. So I'm just sort of pressing that, and I'll try to get the rest of the chili out of the cocktail when I'm shaking. All right, next up, some coriander or cilantro. I'm going to do about maybe 3 to 4 sprigs, okay? I'm not crushing up the coriander though, because I don't want to remove too much of that flavor. As I said before, when that ice is in there shaking it away, we'll get enough of the flavor there. Okay, so obviously it's going to have some tequila in it. I'm going to use 60 mils or 2 ounces of Tromba Reposado. I really love the Tromba. It's a fantastic tequila. It's really well priced here in Australia, and it does have that Australian connection that one of the owners are Aussies as well. Next up, 30 mils of freshly squeezed lime juice. Make sure it's freshly squeezed. We can't use that lime juice that we buy from bottles at the supermarket because it does contain sugar, and we need to have that proper lime juice in it to balance out the cocktail perfectly. Last but not least, we need a really good agave syrup, 15 mils or half an ounce. I'm using Crawley's. Jason Crawley is a legend in the bar industry here in Australia, so we try to support him as much as we can too. All right, I'm going to ice up my glassware because it is served up in a rocks glass over ice as the traditional Tommy's is. Let's give this a really good shake too. All right, really want to smash that chili and coriander. Then going to fine strain it because I don't want all those little pieces of coriander in my drink. Okay, looks pretty good. Now, as far as the garnish goes, probably a little bit too much ice there. You can either use a bit of chili in there. We could do a piece of lime. I'm going to do just a lime wedge for this one. On the side there. And this is called Picante De La Casa, which in Spanish is kind of like the house spicy or the house chili. And let's give it a try. Beautiful color. Oh. Woo! Okay, that chili's definitely kicking in a good way. That is just nice and sour. That spice, the agave is coming through. That Reposado Tequila is delicious. I'm gonna try a little bit with the salt. Yeah. The salt really makes it too. I'm not a massive salt fan, having too much salt. However, in this cocktail, it just, I guess the best way to explain that salt as well is it does remove a little bit of that sweetness, just balances it out as well, and really sort of accentuates the flavor of the agave in this cocktail as well. That is a really well balanced cocktail. I can see why it's so popular all over the world. Cheers, Chris. You've done a great job with this one. Please like, subscribe. If you want to see a video of how not to make a margarita, me taking the piss and being an absolute fool, check the link at the end of this video, and we'll see you again soon on Let's Talk Drinks.